Yo, BN fam. And today, we're gonna react to the deadly war in Memphis, Tennessee. Let's get it.
Bake Bizzle and Nuke Bizzle might be part of the dumbest crime family of all time, and today we're breaking down the wild situations that got them booked on murder and fraud charges. Bake Bizzle and Nuke Bizzle both came up on Tate Street in Memphis, and Bake Bizzle started calling the area South Vegas because there's so much hustling going on. Bake Bizzle said he's been hustling since he was like 11 years old, and he learned how to move in the streets from his dad and his older brother Nuke.
I really been hustling probably since I was about, really hustling probably about 11. I actually got a game from my dad and my big brother.
Bake started out trapping in Memphis, but later on, he was spending a lot of time in Las Vegas and took the hustling to another level. Bake Bizzle brought what he learned in Vegas back to Memphis with him, and that's when he started calling their hood South Vegas. There have been some new rappers coming up around Tate Street like FTO said, but Bake Bizzle's been dropping tracks and repping the block for years. Back in 2018, Bake Bizzle dropped the track Lost Memphis and rapped, "I feel like Tupac, I got the juice, fresh out the ground, nigga like a fruit. Call me Lieutenant Bake, I got some troops. I be in Vegas counting up with Nuke." Bake Bizzle was getting some buzz around Memphis with the music, but that all crashed down when Bake Bizzle and his other brother Cat Bizzle allegedly murdered a dude named Joseph Buckley. Bake Bizzle didn't make drill music, and it seemed like he was more focused on making money instead of killing ops. But if you're moving weight in the streets, there's always gonna be violence around. And on the track Lost Memphis, Bake Bizzle raps, "I'm in the South, feel like it's Vegas. I got a money spot over here, over there. I'm in the kitchen, feel like I'm slaving. I keep fucking up all the silverware. We got them sticks, we got them drakes. You know we'll bring the smoke to you anywhere." And in 2020, Bake Bizzle and his brother Cat Bizzle allegedly killed a dude over a weed deal. According to the cops, Bake Bizzle made a deal with Joseph Buckley to come buy $25K worth of weed from him. Joseph Buckley came up from Newton, Mississippi to get the weed, but he never made it out of Memphis alive. Joseph Buckley drove to the spot to meet Bake Bizzle, and Bake Bizzle told him to pull over on a side street. Then Bake Bizzle told Joseph Buckley he was going to the stash spot to get the weed and said he would text him the address. Bake Bizzle and his homie drove off. Then he texted Joseph Buckley and told him to pull up to 1577 Havana Street. Bake said that Cat Bizzle was supposed to meet Joseph Buckley there and walk with him to the crib where he could pick up the weed, but that's not how it went down. Joseph Buckley and his homies met Cat Bizzle on Havana Street, and Cat led him towards the house. But when they walked past a dumpster in the alleyway, shots started going off, and Joseph Buckley got killed on the spot. Joseph Buckley was carrying a Fendi backpack with $25K in cash inside of it, but that was long gone by the time the cops pulled up and found his dead body. It's not clear who snitched to the cops, but some witnesses came forward and told them that Bake Bizzle and Cat Bizzle were the ones behind the shooting. Bake Bizzle had already been locked up 7 times before he caught the murder charge, but the other times he was only going in for a little while and then coming back home. But when he caught the murder case for killing Joseph Buckley, Bake Bizzle was in jail for 14 months fighting the case. Eventually he came home and went back to dropping music and doing interviews, but the case against him was still open. Bake Bizzle claimed he was innocent though, and said he was just a hustler and wasn't violent.
I ain't no really violent person.
So, I keep telling everybody, look, you got all the money, but you stay in your city. Like, you got all the money, but you stay in Memphis. Well, if you got some money, man, move, man, you know? Move, go get some motion, bro, you feel me? Get your own, like, you know? Stay in your own, you know? Mind your own business, you feel me? But look, he got all that money, but decided to stay in Memphis. You feel me? But he probably didn't do nothing. He probably didn't do nothing with that money. I don't know. Can't really say nothing, but shit, I'm just started. You feel me? Me, I want to grow. I want to help people. You feel me? I want to help people that need to be helped. I don't want to be all that motherfucking. I don't want to be the stingy person. You feel me? I ain't stingy. I love everybody just like who love me. You feel me? But yeah, I do got a temper though, but yeah, my temper come out when people come bug me. Just stay in your lane, you feel me? Make some money, man, you feel me? Once you get some money, man, find a way to move out of that city, bro. You feel me? That city ain't for you.
You know, I'm chasing my money.
You a hustler, bro.
Hustler, yeah. It's just like I'm with the hustle.
The streets in Memphis are wild, and there's some crazy gang beefs going on. But Bake Bizzle said he didn't even have any ops in the trenches.
I'm a people person. So
There you go. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't got no ops or none of that.
You did.
Like, I really can do what I really want to do out here.
According to Bake Bizzle, He was just trying to take care of everybody around him. He said that he was always the one getting money, and when people came home after spending 14 months behind bars, Bake Bizzle was taking care of like 20 people.
On hand right now, I'm probably about 20 people in right now. Just
20 people.
20 people just
on the money.
On the money. Cause what you got going, send me this, go this and that. You know, and all type penitentiary, federal, county.
Bake Bizzle was trying to get his momentum back up in the rap game after he got booked on the charge. But in 2024, he got arrested again on the same case. Now Bake Bizzle is back in jail and could end up catching decades. But his brother Nuke Bizzle has already been locked up for a while on one of the dumbest cases in rap history. Nuke Bizzle moved out to Hollywood Hills to help get his rap career popping. But what really got his bread up is when he started scamming COVID-19 unemployment claims. Nuke Bizzle and his crew were stealing people's identities and getting debit cards that were loaded with COVID relief money from the government. They stole more than $1 million from the government and maybe could have gotten away with it.
Anybody who got that PPP loans? And the government coming for y'all. Oh man, bro. I tried to do it, but I didn't do it, man, because I know the government was gonna come for my ass, man. So I said no.
But then Nuke Bizzle decided to brag about the whole thing on a track called EDD. EDD was named after the Employment Development Department in California. And on the track, Nuke Bizzle raps, "I just seen 30 cars land in one day. Got straight on the phone and activate. Call BOA, they say I got a date. It's 12 o'clock, gotta go swipe today. If you got the name and number, I got the Addy. We could put something together. And I done got rich off of EDD and hit no more licks because of EDD. And just last night, I was selling peas. And I just woke up to 400 G's. Stole 60K off an SBA. It's time to ball like the NBA. 10 cars, I'm swiping 10K a day." The cops tracked Nuke Bizzle down and also busted him for unlawful possession of a gun by a convicted felon and possession of oxycodone with intent to distribute. And when you find out the details about the drug case, you'll see just how dumb Nuke Bizzle was when he was trying to move weight. Back in January 2020, Nuke Bizzle was trying to fly from the airport in Memphis, and airport security checked his bag and found oxycodone, promethazine, alprazolam, and over 7 pounds of weed. Nuke Bizzle got off easy with everything and only got hit with a 6-year sentence because he pleaded guilty to all of his charges. Bake Bizzle, Nuke Bizzle, and Cat Bizzle weren't the only brothers in the family getting into crazy legal drama though. The youngest brother is a dude named Lil Squid who reps a gang in Memphis called AOB. In 2022, Lil Squid and his homie allegedly slid on the ops and caught a dude on the 600 block of Mississippi Boulevard. According to the cops, the ops spotted Lil Squid and tried to take off running, but Lil Squid had a Glock with a switch on it and shot the dude while he was running away. Lil Squid got hit with an attempted murder charge, but that wasn't the only legal drama he had going on. And just a few weeks before he allegedly took out one of his ops, Lil Squid got caught with a switch in the dumbest way possible. Lil Squid had parked on the wrong side of the road and was just sitting in his whip when the cops pulled up to check the situation out. The situation looked sketchy, so they told Lil Squid to get out of the whip, and that's when they found the Glock with a switch on it. Lil Squid admitted that it was his strap, and in 2023, he got hit with a 2-year sentence for possessing a machine gun. It's not clear how active Lil Squid really was, but the cops have been hitting AOB hard because they think they're tearing up the city. In 2024, the Memphis Police Department had a special operation called All Off Boyd to take AOB down and book 12 affiliates. And when the raids were over, the cops had found 13 guns, 3 pounds of weed, 12 grams of meth, and over 400 ecstasy pills. The biggest rapper from AOB is a dude named FTO Set, and he scored a huge win after Gucci reached out and signed him to his 1017 label. Bake Bizzle was cool with FTO Set too, because they came up in the same hood. But Set fumbled the bag with Gucci and got locked up in 2024 for having a Glock with a switch on it. FTO Set isn't the only big name from Memphis that Bake Bizzle was tapped in with though. And it turns out that he's actually blood related to Pooh Shiesty. Bake Bizzle and Pooh Shiesty are blood cousins, but it's not looking like they'll have a chance to link up in the studio anytime soon. Even if Bake Bizzle beats his murder case, Pooh Shiesty is locked up on federal conspiracy charges and got hit with a 5-year sentence in 2022. Bake, Nuke, Cat, and Lil Squid all hopped off the porch when they were kids, and now all of them are allegedly locked up. It's not clear what's going on with Cat Bizzle's case, but he's allegedly still fighting the Joseph Buckley murder with Bake Bizzle. All of them are getting money in the streets, but they had no idea how to move without getting caught, and now they might go down as one of the dumbest crime families in the world.